Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel, Cosy Lauren. Hello girlie. Got a little doggy there trying to paw me, don't I? It's been a while, let's just say. My plans for this channel have not gone the way that I wanted them to, but I am back and ready to create content for Cosy Lauren. So today I'm super excited because I want to bring you guys with me to a wonderful relaxing trip into the Scottish Highlands to Loch Lomond, to a really gorgeous little lodge, and I'm gonna guide you through some of the really nice scenery and where we've gone and where we've been. I'm going to show you the lodge. It's just a really nice idea if you're looking for like a, I don't know, if you're Scottish and you want to do a little break here in the UK, or you know, elsewhere from the UK you want to come to Scotland, or if you're from abroad and want to enjoy some of Scotland's amazing beauty. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I will, obviously after we've gone through it all, I will give you a couple of channel updates. But yes, let's go to Loch Lomond. So we're starting the journey to Loch Lomond. So this is just south of a town called Luss, which is going to be our first destination. It's a pretty big tourist town. Yeah, there's lots of buses and coaches and things you see come into this town. When you're there's a lot of like European or American tourists that we find in this town called Luss. It is really beautiful, and as you can see with this road, it's just a single road all the way up, but you get beautiful views of Loch Lomond, which is what you can see past the tree line to the right of this. Arriving in Luss, it was a bit of a cloudy day. Was relatively mild with a little bit of a cool breeze, so we decided to take a little walk around. First of all, this is the pier and you can see the beach. There's also quite a famous hotel down the bottom called Lodge on Loch Lomond, where a lot of people get married, and so we went for this little walk. There's actually this really cool field that we couldn't get into that we've been in before, and it has like lots of little items from the kind of pagan era. It was really interesting, and that's me, yeah. And then we decided to stop for lunch. We love this little cafe we always go to when we're here. The dogs love to sit outside and they are so good, and normally lots of people come up and say hello to the doggies. I got this really nice chicken pita wrap with some chips and coleslaw. So we were then ready to continue our journey further up Loch Lomond. So I do have quite a bit of the journey for you to show, and I'll obviously discuss. So we are heading to these lodges in Ardgarten. They're forest holiday lodges. You can rent them on whole seasons, and it's kind of a bit like a holiday camp in that they have lots of things you can do. You can book different activities like canoeing or paddleboarding. You can rent the bikes there, and it's in this sort of secluded spot near a town called Arrochar on Loch Long. So what you're seeing just now is Loch Lomond. We'll head all the way up. It's kind of to the probably like halfway point, and then we'll turn left onto Loch Long. What you can actually see across the water, you can see big tall kind of hills. We've sort of passed that point now, but one of them is Ben Lomond, and it is a really popular hill to climb. I have climbed it multiple times. It's really good. I climbed it most recently I think it was very early January, the first week of January. So as you can see, we're going kind of left here. So the loch follows on round to the right, but we're coming off to the left because we are going to Loch Long. And there's lots of little villages kind of spread in and around Loch Lomond. So here you're actually in the Highlands. Loch Lomond forms part of the Highlands. Everything kind of south is the lowlands of Scotland. I am also not great when I'm driving behind bikes. I always get so nervous on little narrow roads like this, but it was fine. We got past her, no problem at all. So I don't think I mentioned that we are heading here with my family. So my mum, my dad, my brother and his girlfriend, because it is was my 30th birthday, and this was for my 30th birthday weekend. We decided to go here as a little family trip, and it was super fun. I really enjoyed spending time with my family. I'm more somebody that would prefer to do this over, you know, holding a big party. I just like this, you know, your close friends, your close family, and enjoying this, you know, the beautiful Scottish countryside. And as you can see, it is very green. We have a lot of trees. There are a lot of hills in and around this area. So just past the tree line, you can kind of see some hills, but they'll come into view once we reach Loch Lomond. Some of these are also Munros. So Munro is a hill in Scotland that is taller than a certain amount. So some of these are really popular ones to climb as well. I haven't climbed the one that you can see directly ahead, but it's definitely on my list to climb. So you'll find a lot of hill walkers come up this way to hill walk. And as you can see, there's obviously the camper van in front of us. There are different places all along Loch Lomond that you can actually park, you can camp at. It's all managed camping zones so that people are not really doing lots of, you know, kind of free camping. It's more you kind of stick to a camping zone. So I believe this little town we are heading into is called Arakir, and it is gorgeous. One of the nights we actually went to this really beautiful little restaurant that was just on the water's edge, and it was so pretty. So as you can see, it is Loch Lomond, this loch that's here. It actually leads out into the Atlantic Ocean, whereas the Loch Lomond is sort of like, it doesn't have a kind of entryway into the sea. It's more Loch Lomond and some of the other lochs further along the Scottish coast that do lead out to the sea. There's a really fun little pub here as well. We actually sat outside one of the days and we had some drinks, and then we went to the fish and chip shop. But I will show you that a little bit further on. And there's that hotel there, the Loch Lomond Hotel. So again, it's a popular trip or a popular stay for people who want to come and stay at a hotel rather than at a lodge. And as you can see to the left, the tide is actually quite far out. So normally the water is a lot closer than that. I haven't actually seen the loch so far out before, but there's lots of seaweed, lots of jellyfish, and actually we were told once we got to Ardgarten, to our lodge, that there were dolphins in the loch, and there was also killer whales as well. They had been seen. So that was really exciting. I think we were all shocked by that because we forget that Scotland has so much coastal wildlife, which is really, really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't see them during my trip, but I did keep an eye out. We really did try and see if we could find them. And they were apparently feeding on the trout that was close to that bridge that we just passed. And that was why they were here. So you can see here, we're actually heading really close to Ardgarten now. So the little bit that's kind of jutting out to the left is actually full of lodges. And this is where we're going. So we're just going to take a left. There we go. And we're heading down this little road into the little holiday camp, whatever you want to call it. And we just park up and we're going to head into that little lodge bit. I don't take the camera in with me, but we basically head in there and get our keys and all the information that we need for our stay before we head to the lodge. So this is our lodge. It was number 8. It was a golden oak loch side, and this has 3 bedrooms in it. So it fits, I think it sleeps 6 to 8 people, because I believe the sofa can turn into a bed. So here we are. This is the kind of main area. It's got an open plan kitchen, living room, which is fun. This one allows pets, so we have 3 pets staying with us. We're going to have my 2 dogs, and we also have my mum and dad's dog Ollie. So it's just us at the moment because we are the first to arrive. So we're just going to go through and see all the rooms. So this was a twin room. Then this is another twin room here. And then this was the double bedroom. And this double bedroom had an ensuite. We left this for my mum and dad to have. Their one's the only one that came with dressing gowns as well. So me and my husband Rory picked our room, and then the room next door to us is where my brother and his girlfriend were going to stay in. So and yeah, that's him just putting my dog all over my bed. Fun times. And a little hello from me. Now, this is obviously the best bit. So we've got a little wood burner here, and then we have the outside. So it's obviously been wet, but the best part is the hot tub. This is a huge hot tub. I believe it fits 8 people. It's roasting hot all the time. They keep it on all the time. So you can get in whenever you want to. And as you can see, because we're lochside, we've got a really great view onto the loch. So it's super easy access for us to get in and out. And those perfect views, like just sitting there with a glass of wine, looking out onto the loch, it's just, it's so good. And then I caught Lindy in the act of stealing one of the biscuits, because they'd obviously left biscuits for the dogs because we had booked 3 dogs to stay. And Lindy had gone and already eaten one of the biscuits, because you have to watch her, she steals food. So this is the evening and it was perfect. So I had my gin and tonic in the hot tub. There's Hugo, he just loves it. And you can see across with all those lights that you can see there is actually that little restaurant I was referring to earlier that we do go and visit the next night. And yeah, Hugo and the dogs, they just love sitting outside while you're in the hot tub. They're super happy, and I love that you can bring your drinks into the hot tub and just enjoy life. And there's me. Quite a few gins and wines down at this point, so I do apologise because my eyes probably look a little bit worse for wear. And then we woke up the next morning and it was a little bit more wet. So this is kind of classic Scotland weather, especially West Coast. So we did go for a little walk in the morning. So this is just at the shorefront of the loch where our cabins are. So you can see there's lots of seaweed. It's a bit rocky. This was us actually looking for the whales and dolphins because we had just been told this that morning by, there was a kind of engineer man that goes around and he just cleans the hot tubs out each morning and just adds more chemicals and things in them just to make sure that they're all good. So he was the one that told us about the dolphins and the killer whale. So we wanted to come out, go for a little walk with the doggies and have a look and see if we could see anything. But as you can see, it's very calm. It's very, very peaceful. We then went on another walk. It started to get a little bit brighter and you can see all the bluebells. I love the bluebells. This trail is one of my favorites. There's quite a few trees further down that have little fairy doors in them. I didn't take a video of it because there was lots of other people about at that point, but It's so sweet, the little fairy doors. This was the next day, so this was the Sunday, and we had gone for another big walk, but we'd gone further up into the hills that, you know, line the loch. So as you can see, we're quite high up. You can see across the way the little town of Arachar, and it's just a kind of better viewpoint, so you can see all the big hills behind it, and you can see, yeah, from ours you can see that the loch goes all the way down through all these hills. And so we decided to then head down into Arachar, and that's when we went for some beers, and then we decided to walk back. So this was on our journey back. There was a lovely waterfall, and we also had some chips from the chippy, that's my brother. And yeah, we had some chips and that was all good, and we walked back with that. And then we went into the hot tub again, and this is actually the last little video to show you because there is a train line that runs over the hills, and my dog loves trains. So as you can see, that's the train up there, that's the lights, and he thinks it's the best thing ever watching that train. So every time a train would come past, he would just stand up like that on the railings watching the train, and he'd watch it for so long until it went out of view. Now, I just want to go back. It was so good. Especially, like, I think Hugo misses it with him chasing the trains, my big Alaskan Malamute. So yes, so the updates in terms of this channel is obviously I want to create a lot more content that's kind of cozy, but I want to take you along my writing journey with me. I am writing a romantasy novel. I'm already way over 50,000 words. I love my reading, I love to bake, I love writing, so I want to bring you guys along with me on that journey, and also, you know, little bits of Scotland as well. That's kind of what the content theme is going to be for this channel. We have a lot of wet days here, so I want to show you what I do when it's a really wet day, and I want to do quite a lot of like book reviews, and yeah, get you guys reading as well along with me, which would be good. So yes, I hope you enjoyed and are here for the long run. Do, if you haven't already, press subscribe so that you can see my future videos. I will hopefully be posting a video every Thursday on this channel, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys super soon. Bye. Mwah.